Volkswagen faces its biggest EV disaster yet, and it's just getting started. Despite the automotive industry's fervent push towards electric vehicles, Volkswagen, a major player in this arena, is encountering significant obstacles. From delays in launching crucial models to skepticism within its own brand portfolio, the signs of struggle are evident. And it looks like these troubles are just getting started. The following are signs that Volkswagen's EV troubles are, well, just getting started. Continued investments in ICEs. Volkswagen's continued investment in internal combustion engines, or ICEs, is a clear sign that the company is grappling with what might be its biggest EV disaster yet, even as the automaker tries to promote its electric vehicles. It's hard to ignore that a whopping third of its R&D budget is still being pumped into combustion engine technology. That isn't just a drop in the bucket, it's a significant chunk of change that shows where VW's true priorities might lie. Now, let's be real for a second. If Volkswagen was truly confident in the future of EVs, why would they be pouring such a large portion of their resources into ICE development? It seems doubtful. The reality is that they see the writing on the wall. Combustion engines aren't going anywhere anytime soon. The truth is that internal combustion engines are still hugely popular among consumers. They're reliable and relatively inexpensive, and the infrastructure to support them is well established. On the other hand, EVs still face significant hurdles. Charging infrastructure is patchy at best, battery technology is still evolving, and the costs associated with EVs can be prohibitive. VW seems to be hedging its bets, investing in ICE technology to ensure that they have a robust offering for the sizable market of drivers who aren't ready or willing to make the switch to electric. This is like sweet validation for lovers of ICEs. It's evidence that even the big players in the automotive world aren't buying into the EV hype entirely. VW's actions suggest a lack of faith in the rapid and widespread adoption of EVs. Instead, they appear to be preparing for a future where ICE vehicles still play a significant role. So while VW might put on a green facade, their continued investment into ICE technology speaks volumes. It tells us that they're not quite ready to put all their eggs in the EV basket, and for good reason. The combustion engine isn't dead yet, and Volkswagen knows it. Struggles in China. Volkswagen's struggles in China are another glaring sign that its EV endeavors are spiraling into a full-blown disaster. China is the world's largest EV market, boasting advanced technology and infrastructure that should, in theory, make it a goldmine for any serious electric vehicle manufacturer. Yet VW is floundering there, underperforming and falling behind domestic giants like BYD. Let's face it, if you can't make it in China's EV market, well, where can you? The competition is fierce, but the opportunities are massive. For Volkswagen, failing to gain traction in such a crucial market is a major red flag. Their growth rate in EV sales is lagging behind the market average, which is a stark contrast to the explosive success stories of local brands. BYD, for instance, isn't just leading the market, it is dominating it. This isn't just a minor hiccup for Volkswagen, it's a significant blow to their EV strategy. The trend of negative sales for foreign automakers in China isn't just limited to Volkswagen, but it's particularly telling for a company that's betting so heavily on its electric future. When you see such poor performance in a key market, it casts a long shadow over the entire EV strategy. It suggests that Volkswagen's electric vehicles aren't resonating with consumers who have a myriad of other options. Moreover, VW's struggles in China might highlight a broader issue. Their EVs aren't competitive enough. Whether it's the technology, pricing, or appeal, something's missing. This underperformance isn't just a temporary setback. It indicates deeper problems with Volkswagen's EV offerings. If they can't compete in China, it's hard to see how they'll fare any better in other markets that are less developed or enthusiastic about electric vehicles. For those of us who are skeptical about the EV revolution, VW's challenges in China are a clear indicator that the hype doesn't match the reality. It's proof that even major automakers can't just pivot to EVs and expect instant success. The fact that VW is struggling so much in a market that's supposed to be the future of electric cars suggests that maybe, just maybe, the future isn't as electric as some of us would like to believe. Misalignment with other Volkswagen brands. Another sign of Volkswagen's EV disaster is the direction its other brands are taking. Within the Volkswagen Group, prestigious names like Audi, Porsche, Bugatti, and Lamborghini and Bentley are all hedging their bets on synthetic fuels and carbon-neutral options instead of going all in on electric vehicles. This isn't just a quirk of these luxury brands. It reflects a broader industry skepticism about the feasibility and desirability of rapid electrification. Take a moment to think about it. These brands aren't just any car manufacturers. They are some of the most iconic and influential in the automotive world. When brands like Porsche and Lamborghini start investing in alternatives to EVs, it sends a pretty strong message. These companies are known for their engineering prowess and marketing foresight. If they're not fully convinced by the electric revolution, it's worth asking why. Synthetic fuels and carbon-neutral options suggest that these brands see a viable future for internal combustion engines. They understand that their customers value performance, heritage, and the visceral experience of driving, a combination that current EV technology struggles to match. The push towards synthetic fuels allows them to maintain the characteristics that make their cars special while addressing environmental concerns in a way that doesn't compromise on what makes these brands unique. Moreover, this strategy highlights a critical skepticism within the industry about the rush to electrify. The infrastructure for electric vehicles is still patchy. Battery technology is evolving, and environmental impacts of producing and disposing of batteries remains a significant concern. By exploring synthetic fuels, these brands are essentially saying that there are other ways to achieve sustainability that might be more practical and effective. This is another piece of evidence that the electric vehicle hype might just be that, hype. If even within the Volkswagen Group, brands are pushing alternative technologies, it shows a lack of confidence in the all-electric future. It's a recognition that internal combustion engines, with the right innovations, can still play a major role in a more sustainable automotive industry. In essence, while Volkswagen tries to put on a green face with its electric vehicle push, the actions of its luxury brands tell a different story. They suggest a broader industry realization that rapid electrification isn't the only path forward, and that the combustion engine, with new advancements, still has plenty of life left in it. Delay of ID.7 in North America. The delay of the ID.7 sedan's introduction in North America is a major sign that Volkswagen's push into the EV market is hitting significant roadblocks. While the ID.7 has already launched in Europe, its delayed rollout in North America speaks volumes about the market's hesitation towards electric vehicles. The reality is that North American consumers still show a strong preference for SUVs and crossovers, and this shift in demand is causing headaches for Volkswagen's EV strategy. Let's be honest, the automotive landscape in North America is vastly different from Europe. Here, the love for big, powerful SUVs and trucks is almost a cultural staple. The ID.7, a sedan that doesn't exactly scream rugged appeal or high performance, doesn't quite fit the bill for what most North American drivers are looking for. This preference for larger, versatile vehicles means that even if the ID.7 is a tech marvel, it's not hitting the sweet spot for many American buyers. Volkswagen's struggle with the ID.7's launch delay underscores a broader issue with EV adoption. The infrastructure and consumer mindset aren't there yet. Charging stations are still sparse in many areas, range anxiety is real, and the upfront costs of EVs are still a major barrier for many people. All of these factors make it clear that while the EV dream is being pushed hard by manufacturers, the reality on the ground is far from ideal. For those of us who are skeptical of the EV hype, the ID.7's delay is a pretty solid indicator that the market isn't ready to embrace electric sedans just yet. It's a clear sign that Volkswagen, despite its best efforts, is finding it tough to convince North American consumers to switch from their beloved gas guzzlers to electric sedans. This delay isn't just a minor setback, it's a significant blow to Volkswagen's strategy, showing that even one of the biggest automakers in the world is struggling to make EVs appealing in a market that's still largely hooked on traditional vehicles. In essence, the ID.7 delay is more than just a timeline issue. It's a stark reminder that the road to widespread EV adoption is fraught with challenges. For Volkswagen, it's a wake-up call that in North America, the shift to electric isn't as straightforward as they might have hoped. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy more videos like this.